and welcome to this special election episode at PADNET Presents. I am your host, Patricia Willis, and in this episode, we present to you the candidates running for office for the City of Long Beach Mayor and Auditor. This show is intended to help Long Beach voters to be informed about upcoming primary elections on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. We have invited all the candidates running for local office to share video statements. We hope you enjoy. And now, in no particular order, here are some of the candidates running for mayor.
Long Beach, my name is Joshua Rodriguez. I am your candidate for mayor. I'm a police officer, Marine Corps veteran, father of 3, National Guard veteran. I'm a husband, and I have a degree in organizational leadership. Why am I running? The city is failing at the basics. My question to you is, do you feel safe? The answer is most likely no. Public safety is at all-time low. We have less officers on the streets. We have 624 officers right now and counting. We should be up to 1,000. So my plan, hire armed security to supplement police patrols so we can at least have people out there to report crimes. Create a mandatory reporting system for all city employees to report crimes in progress to reduce response times. These things are important. But what else is important? The potholes on our streets, the infrastructure that's failing you. Our tax dollars are not being used in the proper way. They're being used for bringing other things that don't matter here. We have the Olympics coming. We have a huge blemish. We're $80 million in a deficit, for a projected deficit in the next 5 years. You need someone with focus, someone that's all about service, a public servant. I am that person. I'll do everything I can, not only to get all those things done, but to bring transparency. Everything I do will be recorded. Every person I meet, they will be recorded. This is important. Transparency is important in the city. I will focus on what matters, the things that we're failing at. So remember, vote for me, Joshua Rodriguez, to be your mayor. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Chris Sweeney, and I am running for mayor of Long Beach, California. I've been a resident here for 20 years, and I started my business here from the ground up 11 years ago. This city has taught me how to succeed and has taught me how to fail and get back up again. I built relationships in the city that I'm going to cherish forever. And, being a small business owner and also a resident of this city, I've experienced, issues that we're all experience in the city overall. There's a homeless crisis going on. Our public safety matter. We're lacking police officers in the city. We're lacking fire personnel. We're facing an $80 million deficit with a $3.7 million budget. Think about that for a moment. We have the highest sales tax in our region. As a small business owner, we're experiencing this year-round. It's time for change. It's time for leadership to accept the transparency and accountability that the people that vote them in want. As a mayor of Long Beach, I'm going to represent the people of Long Beach. I'm going to give the people what they want directly. I'm not a career politician, and that's what separates me from everybody else. I'm a person that has lived life experiences, and I'm a person that wants to see change happen. I'm a person that wants to make this city better, and I'm also the person that wants everybody in Long Beach to feel safe. Long Beach is one, and Long Beach is home. And I'm Chris Sweeney, and I'm running for mayor of Long Beach.
I'm Terry Rivers. Long Beach raised, I attended Robert E. Lee Elementary School, now known as Nieta Herrera, and I graduated from Woodrow Wilson High School. Go Bruins. I earned my degrees in early childhood education and biblical theology. I'm a mother of 3 beautiful girls and the best aunt to a slew of nieces and nephews. At the age of 26, I started my childcare business and later founded a nonprofit organization that assists educators and the families they serve. I've also created a marketplace app to help all childcare educators in the state of California. As a union member, I understand the importance of fighting for change. I'm running for mayor to address the problems before they start, and that's what working collaboratively with our youth. While providing extended pathways outside of high school for our youth, I will also be addressing the homeless crisis in our city that's growing by the day. Homelessness is not a one-size-fits-all issue, so I'll categorize it into 5 categories, ranging from young adult homelessness to chronic homelessness. I'll offer residents the option to open their homes and receiving funding from the city, providing an additional source of income that can help them achieve financial stability and reduce the risk of instability if they lose their primary job. The challenges we face in our city require community involvement. If we don't get involved, the big pockets will take over, leaving the people behind and ignored. Our public safety is also at stake. I'll prioritize addressing the steady decline in police staffing and getting our city back on track. Also making our streets safer by cracking down on reckless driving. It's time for Long Beach elected officials to stop talking about their plans and start taking action. Vote Terry Rivers for mayor so I can get to work. We must join the race if we want the change we so desperately need. Don't let this opportunity pass us by. Be prepared to vote June 2nd.
It's been an honor of my life to serve as mayor of the city of Long Beach. This is a city where I came as a young man, put down roots, married my wife, and we're raising our 2 beautiful daughters. And I know what Long Beach families need and deserve: opportunity, stability, and a future that they can count on. That's what we've been fighting for together. And over the past 3 years, we've delivered more than 6,000 approved units of housing in our city. That's more than any time, any 3-year span in the last 40 years. We also are working with Long Beach City College and Long Beach State on the Long Beach Housing Promise so young people and students have access to the housing that they need. We have focused on building shelter, 84% increase on shelter capacity in our city, which has driven the first reduction in homelessness in nearly a decade. And through Grow Long Beach, we're investing in new industries of the future and the economy of the future with 4,000 new jobs in aerospace, advanced manufacturing, companies like Ford and Vast bringing new technology to our city and new opportunities for our youth. The Long Beach Jobs Promise, for the first time, we're hiring locals and local students, prioritizing their hiring for city jobs for the first time in the history of our city. And we've focused on public safety. We have recruited more than 248 new police officers in 3 years. That's more in any 3-year span since the creation of the Long Beach Police Department, with new investments in ambulance and police staffing and new investments in a new state-of-the-art police academy system. All of that has driven historic lows. Last year, because we've made those investments, we've seen more than a 30% decrease in the homicides and shootings. We've also seen, for the first time in recorded history, not a single officer-involved shooting in 2025 because we're investing in training and community support. We are a city where we stand up for our communities. So we've stepped up and improved our Long Beach Values Act twice over the past year, making sure that we defend all of our residents, no matter their documentation status, how they pray, or who they love, because Long Beach takes care of its own, and that will never change under our leadership. I'm proud of what we've done together, but the job is not finished. We are returning to this office, and I'm asking for your vote so we continue to build together. Learn more at joinrexrichardson.com. Thank you.
Hi, Long Beach. My name is Oscar Cancio, candidate for mayor in this upcoming election. I'm running for a variety of reasons, but here are the top 3. Public safety. Like many of you, there's been a lot going on in our city that you've been paying attention to in terms of crime. Something has to give. In the line of work that I do, if I'm not getting the results, I'm asked to leave. Why is it that we're keeping up with the status quo and not moving ahead? I myself have been a victim of crime. Just last week, the building that I live in was burglarized and vandalized. This has been a consistent theme throughout the 12 years that I've been living in this city. Unfortunately, it has not gotten better. We have to do something about it. Right now, we're in a major deficit in terms of the number of police officers we have in the city. We have very few motorcycle cops. There's a lot that needs to be done in terms of recruitment to bring in these resources to help the city out. Now, we can't do that without the right budget. We're facing a major deficit coming up, $60 to $80 million. Again, in the line of work that I do, and in the line of work that you all do, if you were in this type of deficit, you'd be asked to leave as well. Why is it that with our current administration, we're not regulating spending, we're going into the hole even more, and we're simply not getting the job done? So Long Beach, let's take a close look at the things that we have to do and examine them closely. Now, with traffic accidents, lots of things that we can be doing that are low cost: roundabouts, speed bumps. Now, are there more than 3 issues? Absolutely. But without these 3, we cannot move forward as a city. Thank you, Long Beach, and I hope to get your vote June 2nd.
Thank you to the candidates for sharing their statement. Now, in no particular order, here are the candidates running for City Auditor.
Hi, my name is Jenny Gonzalez. I'm a 30-year resident of Long Beach. I'm running for City Auditor. My campaign is against incumbents who are the problem. I am for an 8-year term limit for city auditors. Here is the rest of my platform. I can do continuous auditing of homelessness funding. It's too important to wait till after the fact to audit the data. You need to do it in real time. I will audit parking ticket and street sweeper funds. I will audit Olympic spending. I'm a CPA and a retired IRS auditor. I've been a professor of tax and accounting. I've been a controller in the private sector. I have 4 masters in different fields of accounting, including a master's in governmental accounting from Rutgers. 2 masters were earned on full scholarship. I've been a paralegal for 40 years. Incumbents are part of a political cabal which prevent our city from moving forward. So vote for Jenny Gonzalez for City Auditor. I'm endorsed by the Democratic Party. Thank you for your vote.
Hi, I'm Laura Dowd, and it's a pleasure serving as your Long Beach City Auditor. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to serve this wonderful community that I love, that I was born and raised and grew up my entire life, a community where I met my husband Jim and where we raised our daughter Kelly. I'm so thankful for this opportunity to serve. I also received all of my education here in Long Beach. From kindergarten to law school, I've received all of my education here in Long Beach, and it has really helped shape my life and help me develop the skills to succeed in my role as City Auditor. In addition to having my law degree, I am also a certified public accountant and a certified fraud examiner. As City Auditor, I work hard and am committed to preventing, detecting, and deterring fraud throughout the city. We have 0 tolerance for fraud. In fact, my office right now is performing an investigation on a homeless service provider to ensure that taxpayer dollars are being spent on where they're supposed to be spent. A few highlights of the work that I've done over the years has been I have generated over $350 million to the city for public safety, public infrastructure, beach maintenance, waterways, coastal projects, and our libraries, in addition to our parks and recreation. It is indeed a pleasure to serve you. Communication has always been a priority to me, and I encourage civic engagement. I've updated my website at www.cityauditorlauradowd.com, where you can see all of our audits and contact us. And just a final reminder, please vote for Laura Dowd for City Auditor. Thank you very much.
Thank you to the candidates for sharing their statements. We would like to thank you all candidates for participating in this important episode of PADNET Presents. This is just one of 2 election specials. We sincerely hope you found all efforts helpful to better inform you about the upcoming elections. And remember to vote Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. That includes our show today. We thank you for watching this special episode of PADNET Presents.